Good morning, beautiful people. Good afternoon, late afternoon. Little check-in, little morning message check-in, late afternoon check-in. I'm actually gonna take this little sticker off of my little hat I got on. Just got a new hat. What do you think? Figured it only made sense. So we're gonna do a little. You know what? Is that gonna come off? Is it gonna come off? Let's see if we can get it with doing the video at the same time. Who knows? So we got two little trips. Yeah, no skill. Outdoor message. See how long this lasts before I lose my sense of direction out here. But we're gonna do a little outdoor message today, and it's gonna be on being yourself. Okie dokie, artichoke. So we're doing a little outdoor workout number 2, outdoors. Finishing up our day 52, 175 hard. And yeah, I figured this was doing a little stroll through the neighborhood. Typically I'll do a little sunrise yoga for my little workout number 2. But today we are gonna do a little just walk outside. And I may just change direction here and there. But bear with me. Thanks. So today's message is going to be about being yourself, and I figured this is really fitting to do this outside, but it's kind of lined up. So yeah, we're going to get into being willing to be a little odd or different in the process of being yourself, and how that is one of the most attractive and freeing feelings you can do. So I have spoken on this a little bit before, but I'd like to expand upon it today. So I also forgot to say happy Wednesday, March 1st. I'm sorry, March 2nd. Happy Wednesday, March 2nd. We're feeling the Wednesday vibes, as I said yesterday. March just feels like a Wednesday, you know? It's perpetually a Wednesday. So we were lined up with how we were feeling. And yeah, so I have spoken on this a little bit before, but today I wanted to expand upon this because it's been on my mind, so let's get into it. So I think in my experience and how I kind of see things, I guess, whenever I meet someone online or in person, just in general, right? I think one of the coolest things that goes on in my head, right, when I'm meeting this person or seeing this person, my first impression is, you know, we all have our own mannerisms, right, that just kind of make us our own unique person and who we kind of are in general. And you know what I think that's really cool about people is that, you know, brothers and sisters, family members, sometimes friends, if you spend enough time around each other, you start acting like each other, you start talking like each other. I think one of the coolest things is those unique qualities or attributes or traits of every person. Yeah, so you know, when you meet someone, or, you know, what's really cool is like when you have a teacher, right, that may have had like your brother or sister in class or something like that, and they notice your mannerisms are the same, or someone, you know, meets your family for the first time, or you're a brother or sister of yours, and they see that you do the similar things and you have these certain mannerisms. And I think that's just so cool because, you know, you can't really consciously think that you're doing these things, right? So I think it's also similar with passions and interests, right? I think it's super cool that you kind of just gravitate towards certain things that you like to do, or you think is cool. And everyone thinks different things are cool. And I think the most attractive quality in anyone is whenever they can be themselves and they're willing to be themselves in the process of doing what they love to do, or doing a hobby that they really enjoy doing, or sharing an experience online or whatnot. Because there's actually a lot that goes into that too, as far as, you know, social pressures go, you know, from family, friends, colleagues, you know, but I just think it's super cool whenever someone's saying, you know, maybe they like it because people around them like it. Who knows why we end up having certain passions or interests, or why we have these certain affinities for certain things. Usually I would say that kind of revolves around maybe kind of the background that we grew up in maybe. But I just think it's super cool whenever people are willing to look a little odd or different to the process of being themselves, to pursue their passions or pursue their... I think sometimes people may not try new things or try new hobbies or experiences or to see if they even like it or not, because they're kind of maybe afraid of looking a little odd or a little different, and maybe the backlash or judgment maybe they might receive. But the fact of the matter is that if you were to flip that saying, right, being willing to look a little odd or different in the process of being yourself is one of the most attractive qualities in someone, in my opinion, in my experience. If you were to flip that and say being willing to look, what did I write down? Being willing to look normal in the process of not being yourself or in the process of being someone else. I think that a little bit better cues or speaks to this idea of like, what is even normal? Like, what does normal even mean? Maybe normal means receiving no judgment. Maybe. And so how I kind of view it is that we're all weird. We're all kind of not normal, right? Like, none of us are actually normal. No one is normal. Like, if I think of normal, I don't really think of anyone specifically. I maybe think of the herd or a group of people. I don't really think of any specific person. Like, no one is actually normal. So, we're all a little weird if you put it in that sense. So, just wanted to cap this message by saying that we are all a little weird. So you should own it. Own your uniqueness, own that weird thing about you, whatever that is. Because that is the coolest thing that you can do, is be yourself, accept yourself, and do hobbies that bring you joy and do things that bring you fulfillment and contentment. So that's all I got for this morning message. I decided to sit on this little tree stump because I lost my way. So yeah, have a good Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Peace.